Hello, and welcome to today's stream, which has a bit of a specialty, a bit of a new thing. I have a new camera, and I have no idea how to work with it yet. It's also quite a bit higher. I just realized. Um, Probably need to get it down a little bit more. But yeah, I got a new camera. It's a freaking mirrorless camera. I graduated from standard webcam. It can do 4K, but this right now is not 4K because I'm an idiot. And I didn't realize that over USB streaming, it can only do, I think, 720p and 30 frames, which is why it's a bit, 30p ish. But I bought a cam link stick, like a capture card. Yeah, what do you mean 2010? I streamed in 720, like the whole array, the whole screen in 720 until like 4 months ago when I decided, no, this is bullshit. Let's just push the canvas to 1080. But yeah, there's a cam link on the way that should allow this camera to look even better. I mean, if I go to a full camera, it still looks really nice compared to the old one. And the old one was totally fine. It was just like a Logitech webcam. I forgot what it's called, the little like square ones. And it's totally feasible, totally fine, but not the same thing as this. I mean, I decided to spend money on on Cyber Monday on a new camera, and I got one. I got a, what's it called? It's a Sony ZV-E10 Mark 1, I think, because that was cheaper. Yes. That's why you didn't. But you did before when my camera was even worse. But yeah, right now it's my death shirt. My death band shirt. Okay. Enough gloating with the camera. It looks really nice though. I gotta say, I do like already how it looks. The primary reason, by the way, is not necessarily to use it as a webcam. That's just a bonus. The primary thing is for like this thing when I do synth videos or other videos in general, even just for private use, that they look nicer because, especially the synth stuff, I have really low lighting here, and it's just too much for my phone camera. It's just too little light, even with like a ring light and anything. And with this camera, it works way better already. I did a bit of a test, but yeah, enough gloating. Let's jump back into Chrono Trigger. And the title of the stream, which will probably also be the title of the VOD, is a bit hyperbolic. I don't know why I couldn't say that word. But it's not untrue. We will get to my least favorite part of what is my favorite game today. But last time when we started, we already did a bit of time jumping, right? We started in the present and then went back to the past where we had to rescue Marley. And then we went back to the present where we got tried for kidnapping the princess. And we pretty much, while running away from the guards, we jumped into the first time gate we found, which brought us here to question mark time. To this horrid wasteland. No, Kikon is at a company Christmas party tonight, so she won't be joining us. But she will probably watch the VOD. So hi, Kikon from the future. Yeah. And I don't even know what that is. Let's go to Tran Dome. I always liked this, like, I mean, like is a strong word, but I appreciated the aesthetic of this bleak future. Got any cash? Sure. You call this money? Oh, well, I have some good stuff. If you don't think this is money, why are you selling me stuff? I should probably especially get the iron suits. Like, defense is king. Same with the hats, actually. And we have enough money. Sure, let's get a gun for Luca and some tonics. We're spending all this money that this guy doesn't want. Let's just stock up on some heals. They don't cost, like, anything. And tonics, same with that. Yeah, looks fine. Save money. It'll do you good. That's my motto. Any money, I guess. I love how she immediately goes from an air gun to an auto gun. I feel like that's a bit of a jump there. What do you have? Ribbon. Oh, it gives hit. He really does, yeah. Can I also sell my stuff? Yeah. I don't need all this. Like, this game is... fuck, 30 years old at this point. The UI still did everything right. You can clearly see all of your characters below. You can... when you sell, when you buy, you can always... see if it's better or worse than what they have equipped at the time. Yes, we have 5 power tabs. He should have saved money. Yeah, it's not it's not advice for us. It's advice for him. You'll find some food at Eris Dome to the northeast, but only if you get past Lab 16. The beasts there don't react to weapons like guns and swords. Well, I guess we have some fire. Truth Dome? Never heard of it. This is Tran Dome. If you're looking for food, you lose. Kingdom? What do you talk about? This is an Enertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it still leaves you hungry. Will I rest in there? Yes. HP and MP restored. But he's still hungry. So... I mean, immediately it's clear. Yeah, we just forcibly go in there. Look at this desolate wasteland. With a banger song, though. Oh, these freaking rats. No, right! Fucking bastard! Stole the tonic. I mean, I bought so many tonics. Ha! Berserker. I don't like that. That's... I mean, the thing is, it can be cool. Because it gives quite a few buffs. And if your character is strong physically. But I like having control over my character. I mean, it's roughly around the same... I think the man-eaters still take damage, though, from weapons, yeah. Just the blobs not. It's roughly the same time, right? 1995. Or is it the giant? I haven't done this place in a while. Okay, no, they all take damage from weapons. From different companies, though. I mean, at the time, it was different companies, right? Square and Enix. I think they merged in like 2000. Well, maybe even later. Maybe like 2003. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is definitely also 1995. And the thing that's funny is that, I mean, both of them are some of my favorite games. For similar reasons and for different reasons, actually. Music being amazing in both games. Crater. Oh, we can hit all of them. But Chrono Trigger was not released in Europe, and Terranigma was not released in the US. So both continents missed out on a pretty amazing game, respectively. But I feel like, maybe because of like typical US pop culture hegemony. Why couldn't I say that the first time? That in Europe, Chrono Trigger is now very well known, or somewhat well known. While you still don't hear a lot of people. I mean, it is known, but people, especially in the US, still talk way more about Illusion of Time, which I think, which they call Illusion of Gaia, than Terranigma, even though, and I'm pretty sure that's not a controversial opinion, Terranigma is the way better game. Illusion of Time is nice, it's a good game, but it's not Terranigma. The director went missing? I didn't know that. I mean, it's probably because also Square Enix doesn't, except for Dragon Quest, Square Enix doesn't give a shit about old Enix properties. Right? So, there was no re-release for Terranigma, which also is yeah. Stop! Freaking rats! Oh, load bow. Which is also an issue why less people know and talk about Terranigma than its predecessors. Yeah, not pre-internet, but I mean, I didn't know about Chrono Trigger until like 2010, but I feel like nowadays I don't see a lot of people talk about Terranigma unless like hardcore old school RPG fans. Or people who grew up with it, like we did. But I think it's also, my ring light is flashing and it's kind of, it's distracting me a bit. It's also because, as I said, I don't know if Terranigma got a re-release at all. Is there any re-release for Terranigma? Like a port or anything? Because Chrono Trigger, you got the DS version, you got a PlayStation version, you got at least one mobile port that is horrible, and you got a proper PC release, right? Yeah, some like it's more specialized people. I mean, it's definitely a known game. It's not like super obscure or anything, but it's still not like the most well-known title, especially compared to its immediate predecessor, Illusion of Time. I mean, I feel like people even talk about Soul Blazer more than they do Terranigma, at least like on social media. And Soul Blazer is fine. I only played it once, to be fair. But I wouldn't say Soul Blazer is a great game. But Terranigma is. Nothing official, yeah. The artist for the 20th anniversary created a new art book. Oh, that's cool. Ooh. No! Bastard rat. Oh, those are the ones that can only be hit by a magic. Right? That's wind damage? Yeah, okay. Works. It's a good game. It's not a great game. And I'd say you can argue that you can argue that Illusion of Time is a great game. I personally don't think so. I think it's a good game. But I feel like you can't argue against Terranigma being a great game. Terranigma is one of the best games on the Super Nintendo. And there are a lot of good games on the Super Nintendo. It's a shame that yeah, it seems like Square Enix, I never really thought about that before, that Square Enix really doesn't care about old Enix, like pre-merger Enix properties, except for Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest sells so well, especially in Japan. Yeah, Terranigma is... man. I need to replay Terranigma. It was a choice between Terranigma and Chrono Trigger for December, for the second slot. And, I mean, overall, I do prefer Chrono Trigger. It is my favorite game, but only very, very slightly. Wait, what? Could you maybe hit this one? Thank you. But I do need to replay Terranigma. Maybe we'll do that in like February or something. I don't want to immediately, once we're done with Chrono Trigger, I don't want to immediately have another second game. I want to have Final Fantasy IX on both days for a while. But maybe in like February, March, we do Terranigma. That sounds like a good idea. Last time I streamed it, it was 7 streams. But I streamed longer back then. So I think it would be like 9, maybe. But I will probably also play it on Christmas for a while. So we'll see. It'll probably last into January. How much do I remember of Terranigma? A lot. I played Terranigma a lot. Probably not more than Chrono Trigger at this point. But I actually did replay... I did replay... Like, unlike Chrono Trigger, the last time I played Chrono Trigger before this was the last time I streamed it. So, late 2020. While Terranigma, which was the first game that I streamed in April 2020, I have replayed since then. I replayed it, I think, 2 years ago. Because I wanted to. About time to make my Christmas broth soon. I do already have my grocery list for my Christmas food shopping, but I haven't yet done anything. Yeah, it was when I wasn't streaming. It was just a playthrough for myself. Who are you? You there. Where are you from? We came from the laboratories to the west. What? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. Say again? You're joking. So there are people who can beat up those freaky mutants. Those freaky mutants. No, I'm always spending Christmas alone. Since, at this point, I think 9 years, I spent Christmas alone. And I prefer it that way. I have my own little traditions, like I make Chinese hot pot, smoke a tobacco pipe, and watch the Hawkfather, which is my Christmas movie of choice. And that has been my tradition for like 9 years at this point. Daddy's gonna... I can talk. Daddy's gonna bring us some food. Well, good luck for him. My husband went down to the food storage area below. Haven't seen him since. There's an old factory site called Protodome to the east. Can't get near it because there's a bunch of lunatic robots in the area. Pardon me, I'm Doan. I'm the descendant of the director of this info center. Oh, it's an info center. In the basement, there's a huge computer and a storage center for food. We can't get through because of the giant robot guards. It's a pity. It really is. Did you really come from the dome to the west? Yes. I see. Not that I really care. You asked! Bastard. Are you going down below? Actually, I wanted to move around the crate to talk to the other people. But sure. Of course. No one's ever returned from there. Gotta try, right? It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful now, and come back alive. We sure will. Can reach the continent to the south through the sewer access, but stay off of Death Peak. Oh, that was her, okay. There's an old man living in a dome near Death Peak. Talk about crackpots. Oh, that was... okay. Oh, but he's still hungry. A door with a crest? Dynamite won't budge it. Have any money? Sure this is money? Oh well, I have to lighten my inventory anyway. Okay. Good for you, I guess. Let's just buy max tonics. Few more revives. Few more shelters, just to be safe. She also wants to say money. Oh, that's what the guy who walked to the other dome used to say. Well. He's alive, by the way. Let's go in here. This is not my least favorite part, by the way. We're getting to my least favorite part. I mean, I guess maybe we have paper money from where we're from. Maybe it's not that heavy. This console controls the passageway. We need a password to get through. Oh, but this... Well, let's just... Let's just move across. The dungeon. I don't particularly care for the next longer dungeon. Not this one. This isn't actually that long. Looks like a statue. A memo is attached to it. Warning. Anyone within the vicinity of the stockroom will be attacked. I did this... What we're about to do pretty soon, I did for an old TTRPG. Yeah. Get down here, you bastard. Executing program. Chrono, what's going on? Marley, let's go! Alright, thank you so much for dropping by. I always appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. Do we have a combo attack? No. All right. Both of them. I forgot about that. Sure. I love how every single boss in this game is not just hit them until they die. Is one of the things that I definitely love about this game, that it really feels like you have to use strategy against every single boss fight. Like, every single fight has something. Well, I feel like in Final Fantasy games, especially of the same era, that wasn't really the case yet. Well, 6 maybe, but also not every boss in 6. Oh, no fire, huh? Maybe you get an enemy that has like reflect on it, or that occasionally raises a shield or a counter. But Chrono Trigger has so many things for so many bosses. I feel like a lot of, even today, a lot of turn-based RPGs often fall into the trap of, oh well, I already attacked. Yeah. Also, look at these effects. I always like the spell effects. A lot of turn-based RPGs still fall in the trap of making bosses just huge damage sponges. Like, there's no strategy, they just hit hard, and you hit hard, and they have a bunch of HP, and it's just... Which isn't to say that those enemies aren't also fun. But it's often just... you're just trying to survive. That's the strategy. Survive and hit them back when you can. I feel like especially nowadays with like Clair Obscur, we've gotten a way better sense. Breakdown. I almost one-cycled it. A way better sense for how immersive these games can be. Maybe not immersive is the wrong word. I mean, that game is immersive, but that's not what I meant. Involved. The combat itself can be pretty involved, despite being turn-based. And not involving movement. That's also where a lot of the games usually get their strategy from. Okay, something reeks. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Chrono, look! Passed away long ago, I suppose. He's holding something. What do you suppose this is? It looks like some kind of seed. Snacks. A seed. Do you suppose they could grow in a place like this? I mean, not down here. The following is written on a soiled sheet of paper. The rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of this dome. Catch it. That's the thing. There it is. That I once did for a TTRPG adventure. For one of my really old groups. The Dark Eye group. Where they had to also catch a rat that had a secret on some like difficult to maneuver terrain. I think it was literally also rafters. And the guy who caught it, he played a panther man, anthropomorphic panther. And the Dark Eye works so that you have advantages and disadvantages, especially during character creation. You can give your character advantages, which are like feats, pretty much, if you talk D&D or Pathfinder. And you can spend points on those feats. And you can counteract that with disadvantages that you take that are meant to A, give you more points, and B, make your character more interesting by giving you some flaws. And he had the disadvantage lives in the moment, and there are different tiers to that one, and he had the worst one because he wanted the most points to spend on other things during character creation, which was basically that he had no concept of planning ahead or thinking about the future consequences of its actions, and it would often be a roll that I made him do if he realized that something was a dumb or a smart idea. And when he caught the rat, before he could even ask it the question, we did the roll and it failed, and he just went he had it in his hand, he went like this. And everyone else freaked out. Oh man. That's more than 10 years ago. Still love that. Let's see if I can catch this rat. There it is. I ran away. Dash with the B button, catch him with the A button. There we go. Got it. Squeak, I give up. I'll tell you everything, Squeak. Press and hold the L and R buttons and then press the A button to access the secret passage, Squeak. Don't make any mistakes or you'll be sorry. I don't know why a talking rat knows the password to the door, and we're not gonna question that. But we aren't gonna question that. L and R and A. I actually don't know. I never tried if you can do that before you got it from the rat. If you just know the password. You can move around these. Bugger me. You can move around these. The rats are basically there to lure you into combat. But I mean, it's XP, right? I love that the counterattack of the robot is aimed at moving objects, and the rats move, so the rats also get hit. That's attention to detail. That's something not all games would do. Oh, the bugs, right. Look at those big-ass bugs. It's literally just called bug. Oh, that sound effect. I don't like that one. It'll probably be a shorter stream today. I pretty much want to get through this era for now. Which shouldn't be super long. Well, I mean, it'll take some time. I'm not in a rush. And I am going through the sewers. Which is something I didn't do in my first playthrough. I was very confused when I came back way later. and everything was insanely easy because you're supposed to do it now. Well, maybe not. It's optional right now, but hey, it's also XP. Sure, why not? Again, XP. Proto 2. She didn't even hit you. Oh, that's not a lot of XP though. Well, but I mean, level up for Chrono. We take those. What's up there? Alright, it's always move to the goal. If only the rats wouldn't move. Those are also some weird looking rats. I mean, I guess it is a dystopian future. Oh, I should also probably heal Chrono. I just realized. Well, let's just... Oh, right. Let's go down there first, before we do actual plot. I don't know, for whatever reason... Again, it has been 5 years. I don't remember every single detail. I mean, I do remember what stuff happens, but not necessarily when. Like, I thought that console is in a later dungeon. Like in the next one. But basically, we're going to see the inciting incidents. Which is kind of funny that we still haven't, like, found the actual story yet. Even though we're like 3 hours into this game. There you go. So this is the info center. Good, the computer's still operational. Why you're able to operate a computer decades, centuries in the future, I have no idea. If we run a search on time warps, we might find our gate. Yeah, got it. East of Aris Dome. That would be Protodome, I believe. Leave it to Luca. Beginning to think you could find anything with this device. Say, what does this button do? Marley. Don't just hit a button. 1999 AD. Visual record of the Day of Lavos. I love this music so much. So I know not a lot of people are talking about this. But, I mean, a part of Chrono Trigger is like Lovecraftian horror. The main villain, it's not even really a villain. It's not a bad guy, because it's not a guy. I mean, kinda, but not really. It's not really clear how sentient or how intelligent Lavos is. It's more like a force of nature. It's an uncaring entity from outer space, indifferent to life on Earth other than to consume. That's fucking Lovecraft shit. What is that? Lavos. Is that what's destroying our world? We must truly be in the future. No way, I refuse to believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. Chrono, there's only one thing we can do. We must change history. Just like Chrono did when he saved me. Okay, Luca? Okay, Chrono? I guess so. It was a stroke of luck that we were sent here through that gate. Chrono, let's go. Together we can do this. Take a second and do some more research on Lavos' activities back in our time period. Next stop, Protodome. And our mission is set. Ah! I don't know why that guy scared me. They also had the foresight, when they now play the epic music, because of the revelation that we got, to not stop it for regular combat music on the way out. Some games do that sometimes, where they have like a special moment where special music plays, but then it gets overwritten by, for example, combat music or something else that just occurs as regular gameplay on the way. And this game doesn't. It knows that it should let this play out. You're back. Well, what did you discover? This is our future. Huh? Just question marks. Who cares? Where's the food? This is all we could get. Seeds. You don't know how long the Enertron will hold out. Seeds might be our only hope. You have to stay alive. And so do we. Huh. You're strange. Different from us. I think it's because we're healthy. Damn, Molly. That's insensitive. Healthy? Got a nice ring to it. We'll try growing the seeds. What are those? It just might be our future. Heading for Protodome. Go by way of Laboratory 32 and take this with you. A bike key. It's a key to the jet bike in Lab 32. I used to ride it when I was young. Hope it still works. They've got more powerful robots over there. Take care and stay healthy. Get out of my way, sir, please. Thank you. Let's get the fuck away from everything. Oh, still hungry. We're actually legitimately pretty much 3 hours into the game. Oop, wrong turn. Now we are going through the sewers first, though. Just a quick trip. But I am going to take a quick little bathroom break before we do that. Since no one else is here today to count the bathroom breaks. Gotta do it myself. I'll be right back. Okay. Bandits! Must report to Sir Crawley. Frickin' Sir Crawley. Crawling all over the place. Edgar? These things are just called Edgar. Well, I mean, Edger, probably. It's not Edgar. Why? Please don't call anything an Edger. I mean, they look like they've been edging for a while themselves, huh? These Nerides, I don't know, the fish people, they always kind of remind me of like old school Zoras, like A Link to the Past Zoras. Also the way they just pop out of the water and shoot at you. That's also a game I haven't played in quite a while. So many games, so little time. I mean, right now I'm playing through Persona 2, Innocent Sin. Finally getting around to it. I'm not that far into it yet. But so far I do love it. I do love the cast. Especially Yuki. Like, I really enjoyed Yuki in Persona 1 for the very, very short time that I did have her, because I didn't do Snow Queen. I did the regular, the Sebek route in Persona 1. And I only had Yuki in my party for, like, the very beginning. And now I get to have her in my party for presumably the whole game, or maybe, like, a long part of the game at least. And she's a cool character. Also, in my first playthrough, or I mean pretty much every subsequent playthroughs, I thought these weren't tongues, they were ties. I'm still not entirely sure, actually. Maybe they're just frogs with little ties. There was a bridge here, I saw it, Ribbit. Forward, Ribbit. There's nothing here. But it's true, Ribbit. I can't do that a lot. Someone's coming, let's cram, Ribbit. Love these guys. I love incompetent enemies. There's a tad on the spooky side. It's an eerie place. I've got a bad feeling about this. I don't know what you're on about. Right, there's a cat. There's a diary. Here's the last page. That's the only interesting part. It's all over. The fishmen attack if you make even the slightest noise. Rather have my gums scraped than have to fight these fiends. Not me. Okay, but don't make any noise. Don't touch the cat, even though it's tempting. Or the cans. Run over the empty cans. Touch the cheese. Or the safe spot, because it does it makes a noise. Gonna get rid of these edgy boys. Of course, there's 2 balls. 2 edger balls. I don't even know if you... I mean, I don't think you can necessarily do anything yet here. But I mean, you get level appropriate XP. Unlike when you come here way later. And it's nice for the lore, you know? Again, in my first playthrough, I definitely didn't do this. I was very confused later on. When I only got to... Oh. I thought there was a chest here. When I only got to Death Peak later. There they are again. Press the switch and the bridge opens, Ribbit. So, switch on, Gribbit. I didn't do it that time. I tried, but my throat just wouldn't do it. Ribbit! It's out of reach, Ribbit! And you call yourself a frog, Ribbit. Ribbit. Someone's coming! Let's scram! Ribbit. I'm actually amazed that I can do that. It's not like I prepared that. A rage band. Doesn't that also just berserk you? Oh no, it's the counterattack thing. Oh, I actually love that. What do I have right now? A speed belt. Yeah, but this is just too good. And I'm sorry, Luca. I love the side scope, but it's just unnecessary compared to everything else. Seeing the HP of enemies is actually not that important. The 3 of them are almost here. Coming through the sewer like they own it. Must have a death wish. We shall teach them a lesson. Let's show them. Just let them come through here. They'll be chopped liver. I also thought he was wearing a tie. But then again, this is something... I don't know how common this is. But... Oh god, what's the English name of the Pokemon? Is it... It's not... I mean, it is Dugtrio, but what's the first one? God damn it, why can't I think of that? Diglett. It goes for both of them. They both are the same Pokemon, just 3 of them stacked in a trench coat. By now, because of the 3D games, I know it's supposed to be a nose. For me, it was always a gaping open mouth. Like for me, Digletts were always... I don't know how common that is. No, bye, bitch. Huh? We are going to bully a buck. We are just going to bully this guy now. Not like that, dude. That's what we call high risk, high reward. I could have healed Chrono sooner. Ow. I love the counter band so much. That's it. two counters, one of them was a crit. And 100 experience. And some money. Dim, dim, dim. Oh no, some edgy boys again. Oh, my neck. I'm still confused. Sometimes when I look over there, I'm still confused that there's this big-ass camera on a tripod now. But I do like, even with just the USB streaming, which apparently limits the quality, which I only found out like half an hour before the stream. I don't know why, by the way. There's no reason for it. You should be able to do full 4K 30, which is the max this camera can do when it comes to video. You should be able to just do that via USB-C, shouldn't you? Like, definitely the data. Let's just say clear of Death Peak. Hi, there's Death Peak. This Keeper's Dome. Other music. The transfer rate is definitely high enough. Oh no, I don't know why. But it still looks really nice. Like, it's definitely a way higher quality camera. Did anything happen? Nope, not really. There he is! It's so confusing when you only meet this character way later on. Shala, I've missed you so. Do people say Shala or Scala? I've always said Shala, and I'm continuing to say Shala. No! You must not climb Death Peak. Wouldn't make it very far anyway. Has to be the right time. And they have to show you the way. Say, did you see my masterpieces? The Ocean Palace and the Blackbird. I designed and built them both. I have not. I don't even know who you are, or what the fuck you're talking about. I am pleased you think me worthy, O wise one. I await your final program code. Now, don't you go getting all emotionally on me, critter. Back to work now. Yeah, this is just for lore. But lore is important. Yeah, I like that you can visit this guy so early and just get tiny snippets for things that won't even make sense for hours. I love it when games do that. Oh, whoop. we go. At least the way out is pretty quick. Now, let's go to lab 32. First off, let's save. That was just a quick detour. Mid-tonic. It's pretty mid. So, talk about a quick detour. Well, it's not a detour. It's actually a main tour. Come on in, Johnny. Hold it right there. Hey, it's the man. What up, my robot bitches? Thanks for the intro, babe. He's so 90s. The man. You lowlifes can call me Johnny. Now listen up. Part of an old highway leads through these ruins. Think you can beat me in a bike race? Use that jet bike and don't chicken out, babe. Do you know how to ride? I don't know which button to press, but it's only one button. I think it's B, so tell me. The gas is on auto, so there's only one speed. Fast! Use the control pad to steer. Press the B button for a turbo boost. I'll give you 3 of them, but it takes a moment to recharge between boosts. Check your position at the bottom of the screen. Now show me what you got, babe. And you get a banger track that only plays here. So, what I didn't realize in my first playthrough is that there's no reason to boost at all, because this is just Rubber Band City. Until the very end. Like, you can boost all you want in between, he will always catch up. And you don't have to boost, you will always just like circle him. So the idea is pretty much just wait until you're very, very close to the finish line. And then boost. That's the whole thing. It's pretty pointless. But it's memorable. Not least because of the amazing music. This guy has pretty much 2 songs entirely to himself. 2. And both of them are great. Like both his theme song, which only plays for him, this character that we're probably never going to see again unless we come back here. And maybe in the outro? I don't actually remember. I don't think so, though. And the freaking race theme, which I think only also plays here. You beat me? I don't get it. You can challenge me anytime. We'll ride the wind, babe. We don't get anything for that, though. We don't get anything for this time either, other than that we pretty much just skipped some fights, because we could have walked by foot. Oh, and by now we see I didn't even pay attention to that. Now we see the time that it is, the year. It's 2300 AD, which is 1,300 years later than where we are from. We are from 1000 AD. That's the present. They do have names, like they're the years, but they also have names that refer to the times. So 600 AD, where we were before, that was the past. This is the future, and where we're from is the present. And there are some more. We'll get to those. I love this drop sound effect. It's so goofy. Oh, come on. Are you really not close enough? Ha. Fine. Oh, I didn't even counter this time. Not that. Hi guys, what about you? Let's do normal cyclone. Because I feel like it looked like the fire didn't add a lot. It pretty much didn't. No! Don't zap me. Don't zap me, daddy. Nice little Anatron break. Staying hungry. Freaking stomach growling sound effect. What's this? It's in bad shape, but it appears to be a humanoid robot. Incredible. So the other robots weren't incredible, but this one has legs, so... Freaking Johnny wasn't incredible? I guess maybe Johnny's not a robot. The robots called him the man, after all. But I always thought of him as like an android. I think I can fix it. What? It might attack us. I'll make sure it won't. Machines aren't capable of evil. I have some bad news for you, Luca. Regarding the future, which is actually now your past, because we're not yet in 2300 AD. Humans make them that way. Now that you're correct about. Freaking AI bullshit. Oh, Luca, you pity them, don't you? Let me get to work now, okay? Damn, dodging the question. The door won't budge. Right, that does it. I'm going to give it some juice. There he is. Good morning. Good morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress, I'm Marley. And this is Chrono. And Luca here fixed you. Understood. Madame Luca fixed me. Just Luca will do. Impossible. That would be rude. Look, I hate formal titles. Don't you, Marley? Hate them. Are you fucking kidding me? You went to the chat just for that? You're so silly. Hope you're having fun too. Thank you. Alright, now what's your name? Name? Ah, my serial number. It is R66Y. R66Y? Cool. Hab dich auch lieb. No, that won't do at all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name. It's not a better name. Like, one of the things that is kind of funny about this game that has really fantastic characters, like it's one, again, of the rare RPG titles where every single character is wonderful. There are no duds in this roster. But there's a frog called Frog. And there's a robot called Robo. Well, Robo, that's perfect. Your new name is Robo, okay? I am Robo, data storage complete. Hey Robo, why aren't there any people here? What has happened here? There were many humans and others of my kind in this dome. I think something awful happened here. It would appear so. But how is it that you survived? We came through a time warp from the year 1000. While exploring Aristome, we learned that there was a gate here. found you when we came looking for the gate. But the door to the inner chamber is locked, so we're out of luck. He's so helpful. The power is off. If you go to the factory up north, I can pass through security and activate the dome's generator. You do that for us? You repaired me. Now it's my turn to help you. But the generator won't run for long, so someone must stay behind to open the door while the power's on. And Marley or I will stay. I love how this... Later on there isn't a reason, but the first time it happens, there actually is a reason that you can only have 3 out of 4 characters with you. I like that. But as the cast increases and you can freely switch characters, it would be weird to always provide a reason. So they abandoned that. But hey, we got it here. I will let Marley stay behind. Please be careful, Chrono. Luca is one of my favorite characters. Like, Luca is number 3. Which is already so insane, right? The whole roster is so good that a character as fun and interesting as Luca is my 3rd favorite. She's like in the middle of the pack. But yeah, I do like Marley. Marley is actually my least used character. Well, maybe one other one, but we are going to get to that one later. But I still really like Marley. It's the luxurious problem of having characters that are all great. Like what we were talking about with Final Fantasy VII, pretty much. With Clair Obscur. I mean, I know this is sacrilege, right? But, I mean, Kikon recently finished Baldur's Gate 3, so I watched for a lot of that and got to relive a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3 recently, which was fun. I know this is sacrilege, but I mean, the cast of Baldur's Gate 3 is amazing, and the game is amazing. I don't care for Asterion. That's the most controversial thing I've ever said. It's not that I dislike him. I just don't... Well, actually it is, I do dislike him. And I don't care for him until the very end of his questline, which is legitimately amazing. I give him that. And he is a cool character, in theory, but I don't care for rogues, gameplay-wise, so... And I don't really care for this, like, dashing vampire that always has this tone in his voice. Darling. Which is cool. I mean, the performance is great, but it's just not my cup of tea. So I'd never... He's not my least favorite, though. It will probably be Will. Although I never had Minthara. Well, always time for a future playthrough. Now, let's get to the factory, which is, and this is true, my least favorite part of my favorite game. This is it. I just don't care for this dungeon. It's not horrible. Override security system 00. I just don't like the flow of it. I think these have like 10 HP. So not spending MP makes sense, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize those were there. Now they're not buggers, they're debuggers. I do like Robo, generally. But I don't often have him in my party. He's just so slow. But he is apparently, once you completely deck him out, he's apparently one of the strongest characters in the game. At least that's what I've heard. I mean, you can make all characters worth it. All of them have their strengths. Let's see. Left, lab area. Right, factory area. Caution, do not turn off the conveyor belt in the factory. Security system will activate and you'll be in danger. I'm pretty sure, again, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure we have to go to the lab first. Oh, did I hit all three? Nice. No, I only had two. Robo doesn't even yet have his laser beam. Donk. Well, I think it's better to just hit these guys anyway. Ah, there we go. That looks like the... Or was it the tackle thing? No, the laser spin, yeah. That's the tackle. The next one. Rocket roll. The multi-abilities are such a simple thing. Open hatch. Thank you very much. How do we need to get to the factory first? Well, I guess we'll see. The RPG mystery of why the frick a random sentient puddle of alkaline solution has money. One thing this game doesn't have, by the way, it's important to mention because it's when you just play this game, you don't even realize it, especially compared to like other JRPGs, more so from the time. There are no random encounters in this game. There are no fights on the overworld map. And you can clearly see every single every single enemy that you're encountering. It's very different than Final Fantasy. And it makes the game flow nicer. I'm not saying random encounters are bad, but it definitely changes the flow of the game, right? All systems down, defense lasers are off. Oh, but defense splurge is there. Nice. Do you take laser damage? Well, I guess it's dark damage, which is counterintuitive for a laser, I guess. Nope, that's not a lot. If I recall correctly, before we could advance in the factory, we needed to disengage the lasers. There was a time when I knew this game like inside out. And I mean, I still know everything that happens, but it's kind of fun to be surprised by some of the more like gameplay things. Like, where's which switch and anything. Hey, welcome back. Hope the karate lesson was good. Let's go down. All right. That's just that. One plasma gun. Oh, no, not for Robo. He's ready for grading soon. That's awesome. Gotta get a new fancy belt. Door-lock system Zabi operational. Enter password. I don't know the password. No, I wanted to leave, please. Yeah. Gotta go to the factory. But the cool thing is that we got some nice weapons on this side. And a new vest for Chrono. And the shortcut. That purple belt, I have no idea how the ranking goes, like which belt is which. I just know that new belt equals cool. It's so cool that the child does karate. I wanted to do karate as a child, but my parents didn't let me. And thus, they have soured my relationship with sports forever. I say that as a joke, but it's actually kind of true. I was pretty upset about that, and I never developed a healthy relationship with exercise because of that. I mean, maybe it's not entirely because of that, but it's definitely a part of it. Yeah, just martial arts in general is pretty cool. I mean, in hindsight, as a child, I only knew karate, so that's what I wanted to do. In hindsight, like, Kung Fu would have been more up my alley. But I didn't know that as a child, and I was just happy to do any martial arts. Alright, we need to... Right. Oh, I have to ban people myself. This is awkward. Terrorism? Come on, just report the freaking thing. Oh, I didn't even... Ah. You can see how rarely I do this. Ban. There we go. He will be at the halfway point. That's nice. He's so far already. Oh, right, we don't have things with us. I could have made you a mod. I mean, yeah, but then pretty much all of the people who watch me are mods, and I don't think... I mean, usually mods are reserved for people that I know in real life. And it's mainly because it feels weird that every single person who watches me is a mod. For a while, that almost was the case. Oh, run! No! We can ban each other. It's literally impossible to ban the streamer from their own chat. Believe me, people have tried. I mean, not with me, but mods can ban other mods though, and they can even ban themselves. Which is hilarious. Run! There we go. I mean, obviously I can be banned from like other people's chats, but I can't be banned from my own chat from my own channel. Nice, I hit all of them. Ah, good old power abuse. One mid tonic. Crane control code. XABB. Should be able to remember that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. XA. I don't know why they have specific codes to specifically remove barrels that definitely seem like they shouldn't be there anyway. Next one. It's BB. I love how this game uses like actual button presses for passwords multiple times. Nice. Got rid of the barrels. At least this place has a banger soundtrack. But I don't care about the layout of the two ways you have to go. I hate... Hate is a strong word, but I dislike the acid enemies dropping from every conceivable angle. And this belt place, I mean, by now I know how it works. But the first time I was here, it annoyed the fuck out of me. So yeah, it's not a terrible dungeon. It's just the worst dungeon in this game, which is really saying something about the quality of this game, which is amazing, obviously. You can definitely get some ideas about dungeon design from this game. Yeah, this dungeon is my least favorite part. Alright, I need to go over the conveyor belt again. Again, it's not horrible. There are definitely parts in games that I dislike more than this. If that makes sense, yeah. I don't know if I can think of an example. Like off the top of my head. I mean, in Underrail, it's the freaking warehouse at the very beginning, where the difficulty just spikes. Terranigma has one thing that I always disliked. I feel like when you... and that happened last time I streamed it. When you play normally and you're not grinding, you're making it through the game okay. This is the right one. Like, difficulty-wise and scaling-wise, it works out pretty nicely. Oh, I could have just... Never mind then. But then you come to the freaking castle, where the headless ghost woman is the boss. And unless you are level 25, you do 1 damage. Like, your damage really jumps from single digits to normal damage from 24 to 25. Bloody Mary, yeah. And that is something that I always hated, because I felt like every single time I play this game, if I don't specifically grind for that time, I'm always like level 23 or 24. You can use magic rings, yeah. But even if you use magic rings, it's not... You don't have a lot of those. Last time I streamed this, I actually brute forced her. If you remember, there's actually a clip on the channel where I think the fight lasted like 20 minutes and I was doing 1, 2, 3 damage. Like 3 if it was a crit or something. And I just went through all of my beats, all of my healing items, and I beat her on the last one. And I think I used a magic ring in the beginning. But yeah. It's just, whenever there's like a huge difficulty spike. Final Fantasy III. Also one of my favorite games. You can get through Final Fantasy III pretty well. It's a pretty decent challenge, but not overbearing and not super easy. When you just play through the game, you don't really have to grind. If you grind a bit, it makes it easier. And then you get to the last dungeon, and you're like 20 levels too low. 20 levels too low. Like, if you play through Final Fantasy III normally and you do every single side content and it works out, you kinda do... You can do everything, and you're like level 45 or so when you reach Crystal Tower. And you should be at least level 60. Hey Sparky, good to see you. How have you been? Last defense log code named Zabi. Translation, Xabi. I can remember that. I think. I did calm down, by the way, Sparky. But not a lot. Because I actually do now have 2 modules overlapping by like 0.5 millimeter. It's not a big deal. It's just going to annoy me every single time. Maybe I will fiddle around. Yeah, I just can't. They're like ever so like the faceplates. They're ever so slightly too wide. And I do have a gap that would fix my problems if these things had elongated holes just a couple of modules down. But I can't move the modules over because they don't have elongated holes. So we're back to the old problem. But it's actually not that big of a deal. But I will probably rearrange some modules to try and make it fit. Which is a shame because I like to group my modules by by their function. So I wanted to have all of my oscillators, all of my sound sources in the same row. And that's just not working out. Yeah. It's messy. It's unnecessarily messy. Let's use a shelter. But I was so ragey. Like an amount of rage that I haven't felt in a long time. Not even while playing League of Legends, goddammit. And that's just the rage game. Well, not necessarily for me, but for a lot of other people. And I just made it workable and usable, and that was good enough for me right now. Are you ready to receive the password? It's XABY. The nice thing actually is that I'm using a Switch Pro controller, so the button labels actually correspond to the actual labels. Emergency! Security system has gone haywire. Must escape immediately. Oh! Indiana Jones style. Hurry now! Thank you, Robo. The freaking stands. The sumo stands. I love his. I always loved his venting animation. Now, are y'all ready for some sadness? Some robot sadness? These are my friends. R64Y, R67Y, and R69Y. Nice. Good to see you. Fuck those three guys in the back, I guess. What are you doing? You are defective. You have been tainted. Tainted? Not nice. Not nice. What? Which freaking robot uses the word tainted? Pardon? I'm malfunctioning. Affirmative. A defect. I'm a defect. Have you forgotten our mission? All intruders must be eliminated. That was my purpose? You shame us. You must be destroyed. Give them. What are you doing? They're fucking bullying him. Ow. Ow. Please stop. Please. Oh, get away from him. No, stop. These are my brothers. Fuck off. This is so sad. We only knew this robot. We only know this robot for like half an hour. And they even fucking chuck him in the garbage chute. That's savage. Robo! Now to take care of the intruders. No, let's take care of you. Oh, Luca's pissed. Ow. My face. Now this is actually a fight where Marley would be pretty helpful because I have no heals. Like, my only heals are items. So taking Luca actually makes this fight more difficult. I don't know how much damage, how much difference it actually is. Well, I guess the fire doesn't really do anything. Ow, 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 ow. My balls. Of course they hit both. They're amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing volleyball robots. Finally, 50% counter rate my ass. You should probably heal this guy. Right, the last one blows up. That could have been bad. Goodbye. Robo! They trashed him. Well, at least I didn't throw him in the compactor. He's in bad shape. Not sure I can fix him. Let's get him back to Protodome for now. Look, you can even see them fucking dragging him over the wasteland on the overworld map. Oh, she's amazing. Can you repair me? Shh, don't talk. You're trying to save our world. I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. Anyway, Robo, what are you going to do when you're repaired? What am I going to do? Yeah, I mean, what plans do you have for the future? Luca, no one has ever asked me that before. Aww. I do like Robo. Again, every single character in this game is so good. Good morning. Robo, you're alright. Luca, you're incredible. I hope I never have to do that again. Luca, I have made up my mind. I want to go with you. But what are his plans for the past? That's, the better question. Pardon? There's nothing left for me here. Together, maybe we can give this planet of ours a chance. Let's go. The gate's up ahead. Hang on to your shorts. I feel like you're the only one wearing shorts. Or maybe that's more like a tunic? The rest of us are wearing pants, as everyone should. Of course, except for Robo, whose Robo balls are just free hanging. Where are we? Hello, sir. Ah, more guests. What do you mean, guest? And where are we? Why, this is the end of time, of course. All lost travelers in time wind up here. No, where are you from? We're from Guardia Kingdom, circa 1000 AD. What do you mean, circa? You know the year you're from. I come from 2300 AD. When four or more beings step into a time warp, the conservation of time theorem says that they will turn up. The space-time coordinates of least resistance. Here. Disturbances in the space-time continuing have increased recently. Far too many folks are just popping in here. Here something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. Which means one of us has to remain here. Stay here alone? It is pretty bleak here. Fuck my life, right? I'm always here. Clearly 4 time travelers is one too many. I feel like it's an okay reason to introduce this place. I mean, I already praised that the first time we get 4 characters, there is a reason that we only can bring 3, because one of them had to stay behind to open the door when the party brought power back. Obviously, that gets abandoned like immediately. You can't have a reason every single time for only having 3 characters, the more characters you get. But hey, at least I tried. But do not worry, all time periods connect here. You can visit your friends whenever you wish. but you can never travel in groups greater than 3. So one of us must stay. Who will be, Chrono? For now, it'll be Robo. But, oh no. Right. But not for long. Please come for me whenever you need me. So there you have it. Don't forget, press the Y button to switch party members. How do we get back to our time? See those lovely pillars of light? Those hook you up to different eras. Once you've been through a gate, you can always use it to come here. To use a gate from here, step into the light and press the A button. But beware, the gate which leads from that bucket. The end of time. This one, you mean? Hey! Don't be in such a rush. Before you go, take a peek inside the room behind me. There he is! What are you looking at? I'm Specchio, the Master of War. Seen all kinds of battles from here. How do I look to you guys? Strong. I see. Let's put it this way, if you're strong, I look strong. If you look weak. If you're weak, I look weak. You're strong of will. It's why the Old One let you through. Long before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But in time, people began to abuse their powers. Got so bad that no one was allowed to use magic except wizards. But you have it. Determination, I mean. Undertale crossover? Magic needs power of the heart. It needs inner strength. Magic is divided into 4 types. Lightning, fire, water, and shadow. You with a punk hair, though. You're lightning. The one with the ponytail is water. The one with the goofy glasses is fire. Not just magic, but everything is based on the balance of those 4 powers. Think magic and starting from the door, walk clockwise along the walls for of my room 3 times. Don't lose track now. One, 2. I don't think this is necessary. I mean, it is, but I don't think in universe it's necessary. I think he's just making us do this. Very good. Ipso facto minimo magico. I wonder if we find a shadow character. I mean, we already have a shadow character. He would mention it if we brought Robo. But Robo can't use magic. He can't learn magic, but his abilities are shadow damage. Want to try it out? No. You guys are too much. Bring newcomers to beat me. Hey! Well, people who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers. Now I know you are itching to go ripping back and forth through time, but first you need to return to your era. And you must hurry. The longer you remain here, the harder it will be to change what must be changed. Stop by whenever you're in the area. Yes, please. Marley, I'm sorry, I love you, but I like Robo more. We can just check out what he says to Robo. That's the biggest toy I've ever seen. Hey, you're not alive, are you? You've got great strength. However, since I can't measure you in a character, I can't give any magic to you. But your laser weapons will just suffice. You can inflict shadow-type damage. What's in the bucket? We can check out what's in the bucket, when he lets us. The gate leads to 1999 AD. Leads to the Day of Lavos. Go there only if you're looking to achieve a shorter lifespan. Lavos will help you leave this mortal coil. It's the go directly to the end boss button, which you can do. You absolutely can just go to Lavos right now. I mean, he will kick your ass, but you can do it. Right, that's 65 million BC. We will get to that. Protodome, no, that's where we come from. Medina Village. I've never done that, actually. Well, no, that's not true. I did it once. But only later on, when you can crash the outer layer. When you can immediately crash into Lavos' outer shell and skip one phase of the fight. Ah, how fitting. My Dr. Pepper's empty. Let's talk to these guys.
Hey, did you people just come out of the closets? Get out of here.
Well, aren't you happy that we're out of the closet?
You could use magic. Magic using humans supposedly perished a long time ago.
Yes, right. It is pretty funny. Now that you mention it. I mean, I'm returning to the time where I escaped prison after being accused of kidnapping the princess without the princess.
Who do you think you are? Coming and going out of our closet at all hours? Scram!
Excuse me, Mr. Mr. Butt Cheek Head. I wasn't planning on being in your closet. It just kind of happened. Why is a time gate in your closet? Ask yourself that question.
Wait a sec. Medina Village was founded by the ancestors of the Mystics, who lost the war to human beings. Most Mystics hold a grudge against humans. Be careful. There's an old man who lives near the cave in the mountains to the west. You might enjoy a chat with him. Thank you for your help. But why are you being so kind? The Mystics supposedly despise humans. Humans fought the Mystics over 400 years ago.
Oh, that's the imp again.
My motto is forgive and forget. Not many seem to agree with me.
Oh, you're a knight, Mr. Buttcheek's head. There we are. Medina Village. The Village of Magic. 4 hours. Nice. And with that, my least favorite part of my favorite game is over. It wasn't so bad, actually. Again, it's not horrible. It's just my least favorite dungeon in the game. The frickin' power plant. But hey, we made it. And yeah, this is going to be the end for today's stream. I'm cutting it a little short today. But I wanted to get back into the present. And we have Robo now, so everything's going on track. Yes. Nice. Also, maybe until next time I will have the capture card, so we will have like 60 frame video. Or I will figure out how else to do it. Time to carpet bomb the kingdom. That'll happen later. Maybe it's Sunday in Final Fantasy IX, who knows. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you so much for spending the time. Always highly appreciated. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. And hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.